Up next is a city just east of Rochester, Rochester Hills, and that's Shelby Township, which is of course actually a township, not a city. This actually starts rolling into Macomb County. So Rochester, Rochester Hills, Auburn Hills are northern Oakland County. And once you roll into Shelby Township, you start getting into Macomb County. So you have Shelby Township, eventually you have Macomb, you have Washington Township. That rolls into Macomb County, which is also not far from the same pocket of town. We do have some videos out on that part of town as well too. If that's of interest to you, you can dive deeper into our channel. But for this video, Shelby Township up next, Macomb County, population of 80,000, so a pretty good sized city. And a lot of people in Shelby Township a lot of times have deep roots, lots of family members, stuff like that, and they want to stay in that pocket of town because that's where all their peeps are. So we work with a lot of people that want to move to Shelby Township from across the country, across the world, that want to move to that area because they have a lot of family members there. There's 1,200 acres of parks and over 150 restaurants in Shelby Township, which is crazy. Shelby Township website. The township is home to more than 150 restaurants and eateries, 2 hotels, 5 banquet and event facilities, Cherry Creek Golf Course, Packard Proving Grounds, that's a good one, which is a historic site, and hundreds of unique small businesses. So the Packard Proving Grounds is really, really cool. I've been there a few times. It's like old proving grounds for the auto industry, and obviously we have deep roots in the auto industry here in Michigan. Shelby Township provides an escape for nature lovers with many of its parks, home to more than 100 species of native birds and animals, including nesting American bald eagles and more than 80 species of trees, shrubs, and wildflowers. It's hard not to fall for the township's beauty. This is from their site. So yeah, lots of things happening. 4,000 acres. Shelby Township is home to the 4,000 acre Stony Creek Metro Park and its 500 acre Stony Creek Lake. So metro parks are an interesting thing to kind of hit on here. We have a lot of metro parks as well as state parks throughout Michigan, of course, but there's a lot of cool metro parks throughout Southeast Michigan. I think it's a very undervalued thing in a lot of ways. I know people do take advantage of them, but there's a host of metro parks throughout Southeast Michigan. Depending on the area, we can kind of place you or let you know where the nearest one is in Southeast Michigan. And I think that's an important feature that we have. There's lake living, there's playscapes there, there's bike riding, fishing, jogging trails, you know, what have you at those metro parks. A lot of times golf courses, frisbee golf courses, and the like in the metro park places throughout Southeast Michigan. So love those. Shelby Township education system. So again, pretty big size district overall, similar to like a Rochester. And again, similar to a Rochester Hills. And there's 80,000 people in Shelby Township. So between Rochester Hills, Auburn Hills, and some of the surrounding communities, there's a good amount of population in that part of Southeast Michigan without a doubt. Education system in Shelby Township, 16 elementary schools, 5 middle schools, 3 high schools, and we have that it's near Oakland University, which is technically Rochester, but it's not far from there as well too. So again, decent sized district, similar to like a Rochester. I would deep dive if I were you to kind of determine if schools are important to you, the different areas in that pocket of town. There's a lot of information online without a doubt. So up next, housing statistics. So Shelby Township, actually on average, this surprised me because a lot of the stuff that we do when we work in Shelby Township is typically higher than this. But anyway, average price point currently as of mid-2024 here is $221,000. Days on market is much higher than Rochester and Auburn Hills. So I think you have some more opportunities for homes there in different ways. 49 days on market. So it's a little bit higher than we've seen throughout Southeast Michigan. But again, still a fairly fast-paced market overall. Price per square foot dropped significantly to $151 compared to the other cities in this video, and a handful of different home types as well in Shelby Township. So I think that kind of gives you 3 different flavors in that Rochester area. But like I said, between northern Oakland County and then you go over to Macomb County and some of the surrounding communities as well too, there's a plethora of options in that pocket of town depending on what you're looking for. Are you looking for land? Are you looking for newer construction? Are you looking for a certain price point? Are you looking for a certain size house? All that matters when we determine some different pockets of town that might be the best area for you in looking in your home search. So a lot of people, they choose to reach out to us. They set up a phone call. They hit our Calendly link here in YouTube. They set up a consultation. We had one yesterday. This woman's moving back from Colorado, and she's actually focused on the Ann Arbor area, but we get the calls all the time, all throughout Southeast Michigan here. People wanting to move to that area. We have agents all throughout Southeast Michigan. They're from different pockets of town, so we can, of course, deep dive for you if you're thinking about moving here to Southeast Michigan. Thank you so much for checking out this Rochester and surrounding communities episode here on the Living in Detroit channel. My name is Matt Talbot. My team is the Redefined Real Estate team. Thank you so much for checking out our video.